Hello friends, welcome back to the Justice Junction. I hope you are doing great. In this video, I am going to share with you question answer of Indian Registration Act 1908. It's kind of revision for all legal competitive exams, especially for judiciary, CLAT, legal entrance, etc. So let's start. First question is, what kind of protection does the Registration Act 1908 provide to a registering officer for action performed bona fide under Section 86? The Registration Act 1908 provides complete protection to a registering officer for things done bona fide by him under Section 86 of Registration Act. Next question is, under which law in every registering officer appointed under the Registration Act 1908 deemed to be a public servant? Every registering officer appointed under Registration Act 1908 is deemed to be a public servant under the Indian Penal Code 1860. Next question is, who can commence the prosecution for any offence under Registration Act 1908 that comes to the knowledge of a registration officer in his official capacity? Prosecution for any officer under the Registration Act 1908 coming to the knowledge of a registration officer in his official capacity may be commenced by or with permission of Inspector General of Registration and the Registrar, and also Sub-Registrar. Next question is, what is the potential penalty for a person who falsely personates under the Registration Act 1908? A person who falsely personates under Registration Act 1908 is liable for 7-year imprisonment, a fine, or both. Next question is, what is the potential penalty for a person who endorses, copies, translates, or registers document in a manner that they know or believe to be incorrect under the Registration Act 1908? A person who endorses, copies, translates, or registers documents in a manner they know or believe to be incorrect under the Registration Act 1908 is liable for 7 years of imprisonment, fine, or both. Next question is, what is the remedy available against an authority that collects excess stamp duty and excise registration fees? The remedy available against an authority that collects excess stamp duty and excise registration fees is a writ of mandamus. अगर कोई अथॉरिटी एक्सेस स्टैंप ड्यूटी लेती है, एक्सेस रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस लेती है, तो उसके ऊपर रिट ऑफ मैंडेमस अप्लाई होगी. Next question is, according to Section 77 of Registration Act, within what period should be a document be presented for registration from the date on which a decree in a suit was signed by the judge? According to Section 77 of the Registration Act, the period within which a document should be presented for registration should be counted from the date on which a decree in a suit was signed by the judge. 30 डेज का पीरियड डॉक्यूमेंट्स को प्रेजेंट करने का रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए काउंट होगा उस डेट से जब डिक्री आई है किसी भी सूट की और साइन हुई है जज के द्वारा अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 77 ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन एक्ट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, हु इज कॉम्पिटेंट टू फिक्स द फीस फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट अंडर द रजिस्ट्रेशन एक्ट 1908? द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. The state government is the competent to fix the fees for the purpose of the registration of documents under the Registration Act 1908. Next question is, under which section of the Registration Act 1908 can a suit be filed in respect of the registration? A suit may be filed under Section 77 of the Registration Act 1908 in respect of the regarding according to Section 17 of Registration Act. Next question is, when did the Registration Act come into force? The Registration Act come into force on 1st January 1909. Registration Act फोर्स में आया था 1 जनवरी 1909 में. Next question is, does the finding of a registrar operates as res judicata? No, finding of a registrar cannot operate as res judicata. Registrar की findings को res judicata के अंडर ऑपरेट नहीं कर सकते. Next question is a registrar considered to a court within the meaning of Section 115 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908? No, a registrar is not considered a court within the meaning of Section 115 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Next question is, according to Section 75, Clause 4 of the Registration Act, who is competent to summon and enforce the attendance of a witness and compel them to give evidence as if they were a civil court. According to Section 75, Clause 4 of the Registration Act, the district judge is competent to summon and enforce the attendance of a witness and compel them to give evidence as if he were a civil court. Next question is, what was held in the case of Bhagat Ram versus Suresh regarding the registration of a will? In this case, Bhagat Ram versus Suresh, it was held that registration of a will does not dispense with need to prove its execution and attestation. Next question is, what is the nature of proceedings before the registrar when dealing with an application under Section 73 of the Registration Act 1908? The nature of the proceedings before the registrar when dealing with the application under Section 73 of the Registration Act 1908 is quasi-judicial. Next question is, what is the remedy if a registrar refuses to register a document on the ground of contravening any other law currently in force? The remedy is to file an appeal under Section 72. इसकी remedy होगी appeal file करो Section 72 के अंदर. Next question is, if a sub-registrar refused to register a will on the ground for non-execution and the registrar erroneously described the proceedings before him as an appeal, what can be done if there is a denial in execution? In such a case, no appeal lies on the ground of denial in execution and order of the registrar is not vitiated on that ground. Next question is, when can documents other than will in a registration office be destroyed? Documents other than a will in a registration office may be destroyed when they remain unclaimed for a period exceeding 2 years. Next question is, what happens to the document after registration? After registration, the document shall be returned to the person who presented it for registration. Next question is, under which provision of the Registration Act does the registration officer issue certificates of registration? The registration officer shall issue certificates of registration as per proviso of Section 60 of Registration Act. Next question is, how many chapters are there in the Registration Act and how many sections are included in the Act? The Registration Act consists of a total 15 chapters and 93 sections. Next question is, what does a registration officer do when a person X admits the execution of a document but refuses to endorse it? The registering officer shall register the documents but endorse a note on such refusal. Next question is, according to which section of the Registration Act are certified copies given by the registration officer admitted for proving the content of original documents? Certified copies given by the registration officer are admitted for proving the content of original documents under Section 57 of the Registration Act. Next question is an original registered will considered a private document? Yes, an original registered will is considered to be a private document. Next question is, what does Index number 2 in the Registration Act pertains to? Index number 2 pertains to the description of a property, maps and plans. Next question is, how many index shall be made in all registration offices? In all registration offices, a total number of 4 indices shall be made. Next question is, does the registration officer have a duty to inquire and assign the title of properties? No, the registration officer does not have a duty to inquire and assign the title of properties. Next question is, how many books are to be kept in several registration offices? 5 books shall be kept in several registration offices. Next question is, what is the purpose of Book 4 in the registration offices and what kind of document are entered in it? Book 4 is used to enter all documents registered under Section 18, Clause D that do not relate to immovable property. Next question is, what is the content of Book 2 in the registration offices? Book 2 record the reasons for refusal to register documents. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us today to learn about the question answer of Indian Registration Act. Stay informed, stay tuned and stay engaged. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning, and do not forget to like, subscribe and share. See you in next video. Goodbye.